Hello, everybody. I bought this game about a week ago, and I ordered it from eBay. And when I got it today in the mail, I noticed something was wrong. That um, this wasn't the game that was pictured on the listing, and I could tell that because the game in the listing looked just a little more cleaner. There's some dirt right here, but the main thing was on the back. There's writing on it, and in the listing, the game had no writing. So either it came from a video rental store or somebody's last name was Go, because there was an S there, but I've worked it off and I was gonna try to get my money back from it, but I thought this would make an interesting video. So because there's writing on this label and these labels are fragile, it's hard to really scrub or clean and try to get the writing off, but what you can do is, it may not always work, and be careful if you try this on your rare or expensive cartridges. But you could take a dry erase marker and slightly, just not very much pressure, just go over the writing like this. Try to do like one section at a time. Take a Q-tip and lightly go over it, just a dry Q-tip. And as you can see, it really lightens the marker that was on it. I mean, you can still see it a little bit, but it's way not as bad as it was. So do the next part. Let it sit there a few seconds and then start to wipe. And it just wipes that marker away. I'm not putting, just gliding the tip of the dry erase marker over it and just gliding this over it. Just pretty much erases that. And now that looks, as you can see, looks way better than it did before. So I'm going to go over it again. Now if you have like a little tear or a mark like in this gray part of the label, this ink will like color that in. So you also want to be careful with that too. And also there's writing right here. You can do the same thing here. You can kind of press a little like more hard here than you did on the label. Just go over it. And most of that writing comes off. Now on the cartridge part, it's going to leave more of a stain from the dry erase marker. But we're going to take care of that here in a minute with a wipe. I'm going to grab a cleaning wipe and go over this cartridge. These N64 labels, Nintendo didn't really make them as well as they did the Super Nintendo and NES labels, because they didn't have that clear glossy coat over the top of the label, which makes it harder to keep them in as good a shape as previous generations of systems. You can tell that writing is way better. So I'm going to grab a wet wipe and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I grabbed some Meguiar's interior detailer they use this for cars. You can also clean things with it, like I use it every once in a while for game cartridges if they got like markings on them that just won't come off with other means. So I'm just going to clean that where this writing used to be. And a lot of that came off. trying to avoid to get any of this at the edge of the label, so I don't want the label to soak up any wetness or moisture from this wipe. Another thing that could help is a brush. I have a toothbrush right here. Maybe that could get into the grooves a little. Kind of dry it a little bit. I mean, you can still see that the writing's on there, but it's a lot lighter than it was. So it looks way better. I mean, you may not ever get it all the way off unless you risk damaging the plastic or the label, but I mean, if you want it to look less noticeable, then this is a good way to do that. But yeah, I just thought that would make a quick, interesting video today. I'll probably go ahead and keep this cartridge now because it's not as noticeable as it was before, but just kind of disappointed that the seller sent me a different picture than was listed and didn't specify in the description. But if you liked this video, hope you liked it. Give it a like, or if not, a dislike, and thanks for watching. Until next time. So I got a quick update here. After I ended the video, I went back over it again with the dry erase pen and over the label and the cartridge, and it's lightened up a lot more. I got all the red, or practically most of all the red, off of this that was left over. There's just a little bit of writing that you can still see, but overall this method, it cleaned it up, made it a lot less noticeable, and I think it worked pretty well. So hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.